So. Hello. Good. Okay, Chalky. But the bad news is it's plastic. I haven't been very successful on plastic tracks. Oh, wait, probably I have to? No, I don't have to. Sixth place? Okay. Also here. Okay. Let's check it out. Aha, it is actually a jump. Okay, and we have to learn that one. I saw one car trying it. And this is the line here, you can go that inside. And then he goes like this. Oh yeah, let's actually train a little bit. Uh, 45.02 in the Copium. We basically drove that Copium time now as a wheel run. Where's Chris, by the way? Why is he not joining since so long? Like, Lars is immediately not joining any Cup of the Days since Granadi is missing. It's also quite typical. Again, I went too tight. whole ending sucked. So I have still potential for better. Oh god. What was this? I looked wrong there. Fuck. Sometimes this gear comes pretty late, I have to say. I hope that it just works to get over this edge. Was probably enough for the fun. Oh, this is too slow, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't want to risk losing more time. It's only 50 seconds. Yeah, the question was now, is this enough? This pace. And it's not. But now I'm not sure if I can improve this. Without watching anything in comparison. Can basically only drive the same one because I was very happy with my lines. Only drive the same lines and then pray that it's somehow faster. I'm not losing positions very fast. It's really slow actually. But I would be surprised if that actually stays in, as I don't believe in that. Nah. It felt like it could be it. Yeah, I need to check the lines. Sometimes hard to say why the heck is he leading. Wait, huh? And I wasn't very focused on his run now. Somehow the plugin is not there. Probably it's in the manager, the update. Yeah, just more inside here. I already tried to go inside, but you have to go even more inside. This is of course close with the back of the car. Oh, here he also went over the edge and didn't clip. And there he also jumped a little bit. Ah. So, update all plugins. Yeah, it was Ghost++ with the update. I think that was a bad start, but then a really good round afterwards. A bit with Lingo's lines now. I believe that this is a mega run. I think this was the one run. But it helped to see Lingo. But when I drove my PB and it was only 52nd in that moment, I wouldn't have had enough time to check out a run. It would have been quite dangerous to do that as well, to waste this time. No way. What the heck? Also, I can tell you that next week my friend is coming over to me and we will put Windows 11 onto my PC. And we will completely start from scratch again with installing things. And yeah, I hope I'm not missing a cup of the day then. Wait, Down is in my diff. Huh. I thought he was in the top places. I will maybe miss a cup of the day when we basically, you know, put Windows 11 on and then start from zero. But I hope, of course, that it doesn't happen. Important is, of course, and I like to see that beginning from zero, yeah, all these weird issues that I have currently, maybe they are gone with that. Like at the moment, I think like it can only help. Because it's hard to find where some of these issues are originating from. But I would never do it myself. Installing everything from scratch. Nah. I made it. Crazy. I will ask Fabian to maybe not install the Bitdefender and just do Windows Defender. I mean, Fabian also always told me don't use Norton, but when he set up the PC with me, he said Bitdefender is okay. He never had any issues with it. If set up correctly. And I mean, by now we cannot say if Bitdefender is the reason for any of these issues. It can be, it can also not be. Sometimes weird things happen. Fabian said on his PC this never happened. It's actually crazy that I survived that round. Like, on a map like this, even in the first round, having a teleport for so long, and then you have the teleport in the respawn, there was also a chance that I didn't get that CP, you know? There was a chance that I drive into the finish and the finish doesn't count because I teleported through a checkpoint. But I mean, I have no option. I cannot go back to the CP and try to take it. I had to continue, obviously. Because otherwise it's definitely too slow. But crazy that I survived that round. I mean, did he overtake, no? I was behind here and did he overtake in the end? All these pulls here again is crazy. Well, now we have another round with 2 DNFs and 2 people over 5 seconds behind. It's surprising. Won't happen too often, I think. I hope that was the last teleport. I can tell you my father is now not here anymore. He will come on Sunday again. But right now, he's not here. So him arriving and maybe making the TV on cannot be the reason for these teleports. It is completely unclear, like what can cause it? I don't know. Firestorm will say connection issue. I mean, yeah, there is of course one thing, which is these D-LANs, or how it's called, that I don't have like the LAN cable from my router into the PC, but I have it actually into my electricity, and then it comes out from the next to the PC out from the electricity. So people say that this can cause issues, but if I would use a LAN cable, it would also be very long, and it has to go through a door, and it's not really nice. You know, then you need to... I actually bought that already at some point. I didn't use it yet, but I would need to use something where you can put a cable through the door. But this, what I use, is then also making the speed lower. That goes through the cable. So, but is this now an issue originating from the DLAN or not? I don't know. Yeah, that's however the question. If there is something else that affects the electricity, does this immediately do something with the internet connection? But this is why I say when someone turns the TV on, then it can be an issue. But to be honest, I set it on the last 2 days and I never had teleports the last 2 days, even though my father did make the TV on at some point, but I never had teleports. But I have them now where he's not here, so... Things like this are just so difficult to figure out. Pivo in danger. Also my house in that I'm living, or apartment, like the building is new. Like when I moved into this, it was just built. Which was 2020. But how many positions did I lose there? I gained again a little bit, it was just super close. Like I'm 9th with only 1500s behind first. Whoa. End issue. Ja, toll. I would say that was not really my mistake. I don't know why the car jumped like that. I was a passenger. Very early in this jump I was a passenger. Down is also in red, but maybe he's lucky. Oh, down is out. Huh. Naja, there is no trophy change between 17 and 16. It does not matter. Am I the Marius from Fanatics? I don't think so, but I also don't know a Marius from Fanatics. But probably no. I'm the Marius that plays this game since over 20 years. Also I played Dirt, Team Stadium Dirt for Team Germany, and there I was playing together with Speed Unit. Was there ever a Dirt competition, like a team competition, where I would have played with Fanatics? So not that I remember. But of course I know Speed Unit, and I played with him for Team Germany when we had the Nations Cup, where we always played one full speed, one dirt and one tech map. I always was in the dirt lineup for Germany. So I never really joined the team Dortoku either. That's of course more a Canyon team, and I was in several Canyon teams, but never really for Dortoku. Now there could be that there was maybe the one or other endurance race where people always switch a little bit around in which teams they drive races, but also I'm not sure if there was a season where I was playing together with Dortoku guys. But I think they were our opponents. Also one of our opponents. Am I playing TSCC now? Yeah. I mean, I learned the maps quite quickly, the campaign maps in the season. This was a good round here, by the way. But I haven't played them since a long time because the TSCC is now exactly on 2 weekends where I cannot play. Also the first weekend I have work Saturday and Sunday, which means I am completely off until 19 o'clock, and TSCC is always earlier. And on the final weekend, I have work on Saturday. The only free day for me is actually the Sunday, where the real finals will be. So if there is a possibility to get switched into the team because someone else cannot play that day, then okay, I could be there on that Sunday. But it does not really make sense for me to be in the team earlier, because I just take a spot away from... And that would mean that others have to be there all the time. Also, yeah, but the final Sunday I could play, but of course the team first of all needs to qualify for the Sunday. so if you don't qualify for it, that doesn't help me. I mean, maybe I am the Marius that you think of, and I forgot myself a little bit. But I, like, often I was in teams for certain cups, not really in the team. Also, and Speed You Need was mainly an easy killer. Like, when I think of Speed You Need, then I think of the team Easy Killers. And I was never really an easy killer, for example. I was also never really a member of Dota 2. But there could be that there were competitions where I played with them. That's always possible. Okay, we will watch both Div 1 and Div 2 now. Div 2 on the left, Div 1 comes soon on the right. Just need to find a Div 1 streamer. Actually, they are both in top 5. Oh, this was a close round, look at this. Yeah, also it would have been difficult to win Div 2. Skoon went out with a .61. That is of course beatable, but it requires already a pretty decent lap. And there are still some people driving faster than that. So Scrappy was C driving a .15 and PB in that moment that we watch. And look at this, the last place drove a 36 and is out. Yeah, also plastic is always difficult. So let's see, we have Tefs, Flyer, Corky and Kappa Riley. My favorite is Kappa Riley to win. No, but he could also be knocked out now. Oh my god. I mean, what do you think when you get knocked out and then someone writes sorry for jinxing you? What do you think then? Ah, nice, it was not my mistake, I couldn't do anything. Or, oh damn, why did he have to do that? Really mad. Okay, I will check. I will check after this is over. The top 3 in Div 2 is a little bit early, they come into the last turn. Tefs is getting knocked out here with a .51. And Scrappy Linko Akros is mega close because Akros has also a very good run. Actually, Scrappy now in last place. But he gets this very clean, the others as well probably. This ending will decide everything. Oh, so close. This is such a close one, guys. Oh my god, he made it, and Akros is actually out and he PB'd! He PB'd! Is there another streamer? I have to check on my second stream. We need to watch this from outside perspective. Yeah, Spam. We have to watch Spammy's, like, you have to clip it. You have to clip it for TM Awards, round of the year. That must have been epic. Alright, then, let's see on the left, Corky is ahead of Flyer. In the final, Scrappy meanwhile driving against Lingo in the Div 1 final. Div 2 comes into the ending, Corky has a better line, he should take it if he doesn't miss the finish, and he makes it by 300s, 0.42 winning time. And now we check the right side, where Lingo is 2 whole tenths in front, now it's 1/10, so maybe it was not a good checkpoint to check. 1500s looks to be a victory for Lingo, unless Scrappy pulls a really good, it was a very good last turn actually, but also for Lingo a 0.01. Scrappy PB'd once again, but he couldn't pull the full Scrappy because Lingo drove such an incredible time. Like you see 0.2 behind, and you think, oh, Scrappy must have had a bad round, but he actually PB'd again. Wow, that's actually crazy. And world record by Lingo as well. So, and now you said following. You said, look, you are not this Markus. You played a 1v1 versus Alban. Shit. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have accepted, to be honest. Or maybe it didn't have to do with what I clicked. I actually need to get rid of my ad blocker. I always need long to find it. Here. $8.38 you say.
Ça va être assez chaud hein, sur ta map. Et on le voit bien là au warm-up, tu vois, il a attaqué le banking, voilà. Il a pris la première place juste
no, I'm not.
Raté, tout à fait,
I'm not.
Donc
I don't even know how to do
On
these.
est réellement parti
Yeah,
du
no,
point de vue
I'm
des
not
line-up,
that.
si j'ai bien compris, nous aurons Alban
Is he
et
Marius?
c'est bien ça.
He's called Marius?
Marius.
Marius? Okay, Marius?
Ah oui, voilà.
That's not me.
Et c'est parti pour cette run pour le 1v1.
Who is this Marius
On indique
actually?
VODR Alban du côté VODR et c'est parti pour ce 1v1 qui se joue en 7 points gagnants.
Oh, Marius! In the lead! In the lead, Marius!
Manu qui a creusé directement un petit écart là, c'est confortable pour le moment, mais attention, nous n'en sommes qu'au début.
Une grosse start pour Marius?
Alban qui va devoir attaquer là, il frotte.
Alban qui retouche à nouveau là.
Also I'm cheering now for Marius.
Il reste quand même,
Hopefully he
quand
wins.
même pas trop.
Et rien n'est joué là, on est au milieu de la map. Et il va falloir prendre
Et Alban qui revient, qui fait un beau passage, il se rapproche Alban là.
Il revient bien Alban, hein, il attaque.
Ah, il procède à une meilleure réception que Marius.
Ah, il prend des meilleurs trajectoires.
Marius?
Alban, hein.
Ouais.
Mais
Oh my god, it's getting close, please Marius! Stay in front!
Il a Alban.
Il commence.
Oh,
Alban,
non,
il
non,
fait
non,
le
non.
virage. Alban qui va
prend la
peut-être
première
finir premier.
No, yeah! Woohoo!
300e.
Here we go!
Et c'était quand même assez serré.
Round of the year, guys. Round of the year 2025. Oh,
Je
wait.
pense qu'il méritait malgré tout la première place,
Ah,
mais bon, rien.
amazing. Yo, thanks for the raid, Horstfred as well. And now we also check Spammy out. The top 3 round.
Wow, what a fight though. Holy smokes. Scrappy PB'd even in that round. This hunt those RPG maps, by the way. I will.
So look at this now.
Okay. Here we go. Lingo, Scrappy, Acrosa. That's a cool car skin. I like this. This I don't really like. Wow, what a fight though. Holy smokes. Scrappy PB'd even in that round to stay in. Damn, man. That's crazy.
So, we do a clip. Now you see how that works. You have to check where it ends and to make it fit with what Spam says.
Fight though, holy smokes. Scrappy PB'd even in that round to stay.
To stay in, we need to end it there.
Scrappy PB'd even in that round to stay in.
So, and then we go to the start of the round, which is around here.
Here we go.
And it starts with
Lingo,
here we go.
Scrappy,
And that's it.
Acrosa. That's a cool car skin. I like this. This I don't really like. Here we go. Lingo, Scrappy, Acrosa. That's a cool car skin. I like this.
Alright, so get rid of this as well. Yeah. So, soon is Bon Cup. I will shortly hunt. And Trek Madel, of course, we never forget Trek Madel. Oh god, did I lose a lot in the end. What the heck happened? Why was I minus 3/10? I didn't do anything special. Why do I always PB first run after Cup of the Day? But I don't even know why. Okay, another run. This is AT. I don't get it. Another one! It's so stupid. When I start here with this right turn at the start block, I have some weird kind of lag. The lag is not a freeze, but rather a pumping, slower, faster picture somehow. It's also strange why that happens here. Always at the start, when I start driving. Yeah, but also here I think that the PC is doing something in the background, to be honest. I feel like it is doing something. And maybe that is also the reason for the teleport earlier. Oh, with the teleports, I remember one thing that I did today is using my cleaning robot. Yeah, my cleaning robot. Saugroboter. I actually let it drive. Started right before 7 PM and it probably finished then after 7 PM at some point. I don't know that. And it went back into the loading station if that had an effect. Last try. Really high quality room bonk cup. 120 out of 118 players on the server. Wait, Womfit, do you want to say the server was full, but then you still made it on to it? Oh, how's that possible? I thought especially with the streamers, since we have more players than spots on the server, due to the whitelisted players, that it would be impossible then. Spooky edition today. In the top 7. We play top 7 today, it seems like. Trick or treat? Team treat? Team trick. Doing all this in orange here just for this one edition is crazy. Okay, we have to do, of course, also the Trek Made. How late is that already? Oh. Ist Treat Vertrauen? Okay. Oh, is that me? Oh, yeah, almost, but not really. Oh, Shorty? Shorty cannot be the answer. Dexter. Moppe. Piranha. Nein. We went through a few last time. Patrose. Ach, also in Shift. Come on. Amod is not in there. One player found it already. We had it. We had Team Shift. I went through the players. I literally went through exactly those players. Who did I not type in? I didn't type in Barbers. Usually I do that very early. Damn it. So. Also, how do I translate trick and treat? To trick someone is austricksen halt, and to treat is... Also, what do I take? Trick? Tick, trick and truck. Ah, okay, Süßes oder Sours. I also was wondering if it is related to that. Well, I would say süß. Oh wow. What is happening? Yeah, I got tricked by suddenly no ice. I can only drive wrong here, I think. It's of course annoying that I missed most of the... It's like a skill map, you know? And you know where to go. So missing the warm-up here will be... Oh my god. Will be shit in the first lap, and man... Hey, my typical 20th place. The typical 20th place. Also 21st, but like around that. I'm always ending up around that. So here, I could of course also go through this one, can I? But it's not really better. It's not really better. But this is a map where you need to score big points, because like not just a skill map, but I was missing of course. The thing is, the crash that I had was in a part that I already reached in the warm-up. Ah, shit. Hey, I'm 19th. 18th. 18th, guys. How am I so consistent? The thing is, it doesn't give me many points. Yeah, the problem was I went too tight in the ice. You have to go wider so you have more time on the platform, so you can really get exit speed out of it. Okay, come on, good round now. That wasn't that great. Fourteenth. But 2.7 seconds is way too much. I guess that there was something in the ice section that you could have done to be faster. Maybe actually not ice sliding, just slowing down, and then you have the mega exit speed. Also in the first lap that I did, it felt really good that I slide and the exit. I mean, you have to see what kind of position I still got in the first lap, even though I respawned. I was only 4 seconds behind first. Now, without respawn, I was still over 2 seconds behind. It felt really fast there with the iSlide exit, so I felt like this is the correct solution. But maybe there was a different way of doing it. Boo 2 by Lulu. The problem with maps like this... What is the problem here, eh? Yeah, but with maps like this, there is an issue where you... if there's a lot of fog, no, then the fog is, depending on your graphic settings, very differently visible. There was something, but I don't know if I want to take it. Imagine the same song comes in my playlist now, if I have that song in the playlist. Nein! Why is this branch sticking out? I was going here on purpose, man. This is so stupid, man. Losing big points. Okay, that, well, huh? Did I go over? Tenth! Did they not see this finish? Or did it not work for others? Where's the track? Also here I went on purpose the way I went. It was complete purpose. And maybe I will go now just further right. And straight down. Because I wanted to go like that and then this branch sticks out. Wow! Ja. Feels like it's mega free to get good points, and I didn't get good points in this round. Because I don't know what's happening in that section. And I hit this thing that came from above me, like what can I do? I had to get 555 points, I guess. I had such a good run now, if you compare it with my previous runs, and I'm only on 18th? Again, this kind of position? I compared it with the previous round. I'm pretty sure if I had driven the same run previous round, I would have had the top place. Also felt to me as if the last checkpoint is maybe really far away from the finish. But I'm not sure if there's any cut possible. Oh, Volto, I'm still there. Can you maybe change my title to Boncup? What did you do already? I completely forgot it. I thought about it at some point where I didn't want to do it and then I forgot. Oh, ready guys. Nice. But the spider, like the reactor is the nose and the mouth from the spider, nice. Always take the weather with you everywhere you go. Always take the weather. Yeah. Oh nine. Oh nine. Nine. Why is this my respawn now? Fucking hell. I cannot believe it. Oh, this is such an unfortunate mistake. No. Oh. From Rex Delta, thanks for the sub. Oh my god. I was on 4th place. But I don't know what to do in the ending, because in the warm-up it was unclear. Do I have to do this card, or is it actually dangerous to do this card? Do I just go on the bottom, actually? Like, I also couldn't find it now. Also here I'm unsure if there's a better way of doing this. No idea. .29th only. The thing is, I really don't know what to do in the ending. And I cannot find it. Like, where is the section? Must be somewhere in, but it's hard to say actually. There is so much stuff underground. This is the start here. Yeah, no idea. I guess you want to go onto the boosters up there. I was so annoying in the first lap. I didn't see this one green thingy. I tried for the jump to get a good angle, you know? That was all my idea. Wanted to get a good angle. Ach. Rip. Eighteenth. Of course Lars understood this map and found something. Like, it's so hard for me to say what exactly is now slow-mo, what is just bumper or something. Like, the green things make you bump, and I think at that moment when you leave the ground you have slow-mo, but and when you are on the ground you have reset. That's what I think. But how do you build it in a way that you only touch one slow-mo and not multiple? Like, if you make everything slow-mo that is above the ground, how would you only touch one of them? But we have one of these spiders again here that move around. Yeah, and jumping up to the boosters in the ending, that was also not that great. Because when you jump down, you don't know where the obstacles are. Oh wow. The bounce. You need one certain line through that. This is so unfortunate. And there's the finish, amazing. I made myself the thoughts that when I have to quickly react on where I can pass these moving blocks, then I knew I can only do that. I have to basically aim for the parts that are just going away. Yeah, basically here and just whatever is just going away. This is what I have to aim for. The only issue is if that's just on the edge, on the wall. And of course the first two were both on the edge of the wall. Just the gap that I was then aiming early was just diminishing. And you cannot go further to the side, of course. Oh my god, nein! I cannot believe it. Dude, this is so unfortunate, man. This was literally the last thing. The last fucking thing. Man, this is so annoying. Because, like, I'm losing so many big points in those rounds. There was literally just this last thing that you cannot really see nicely. And of course I land on my roof. And of course I have to double respawn. And then comes a freewheel and everything. If I get through there, I have a top place. Top 10 for sure, maybe even top 5. Oh nein. Literally every round 40th. They also went away again. I had an even faster start. The problem here was that when you get faster, you have of course different different timings. But I went through this here, and then you had to go to the left. Felt like you had to go to the left because there was the opening. Also Lars also scored very poorly on this track, but I couldn't really catch up to him because in every single lap I had one big time loss that destroyed my chances, and it could have been a map where I score mega good because it was always close. It was always just one gap that I didn't get through. Ah, Mensch. Okay, what do we get here? Pentagram. Finally, Lars and Granadi are not speaking over me, and I can express my feelings during Bong Cup. Isn't that great? And I hit a checkpoint there. Where's the finish? Ach, I missed that one checkpoint probably. Ah, this is it. Again 43rd. What was the typical 20th place is now even worse, not the typical 40th place. Damn. That's... The pipe here, the tube is super weird. I don't actually know why it's so easy to fall down there. Who is actually that guy that is leading? I don't know. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Yeah, again 40th. Why? But why? 30th in the finish. Oh, this is so... Ah! It would have been 8th without... Or? Ah, a bit behind top 8. But not much. Like close to 8. Oh, man. Also this tube here is... Also something is strange. So some steering movement here is strange. It feels wrong. Then in the dirt hairpin, I expected to have no grip and bumps and so on, and then suddenly my car had full grip to the left. Which ruined my line there as well. I mean, I don't know what we are driving on actually, but it felt completely off. Third, finally points. It's crazy how many bad rounds in a row I have until I finally get one good round. Ja, Rosi hat ein Telefon, auch ich hab ihre Nummer schon unter 32 16 8. Herrscht Konjunktur die ganze Nacht. Draußen im Hotel d'Amour langweilen sich die Damen nur, weil jeder, den die Sehnsucht quält, ganz einfach Rosis Nummer wählt. Und draußen vor der großen Stadt stehen die Nutten sich die Füße platt. Skandal im Sperrbezirk, Skandal. Im Sperrbezirk Skandal, Skandal um Rosi, Skandal, 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 Skandal. Ja. Skandal um Rosi. So what is actually happening with those? Oh, this was a great finish. 6th! Holy shit. The bump on the ceiling was great. So, but I need to quickly find a better route in the start. I mean, here is the issue, the main issue. You can go there, and then you go to the middle. Yeah, and then like this. This is incredible. Man, I would have guaranteed gotten a good... Dude, how the heck did I manage to get a bump there? Oh my god. You know, and when I'm playing with Lars and Granadi, they are always just complaining about everything, but look at what kind of luck I have. How the heck did I actually get a bump there? In the second round, the water bounce also pushed me against it, and I realized, hey, you can actually just bounce against them, nothing happens. But in the first round, I just bump away, and it loses me 150 points. That's the stupid thing. Yeah, worst ending ever. Are you missing having someone to vent to? Is Vent also like complaining? I mean, the thing is, when they are here in the voice chat, the problem is I never can. I never can, because they are talking all the time. They are always talking over me. So I would like to, when they are here, also what I want to say is I would like to complain a few times about what happened to me, but usually when they are here, I never am able to. But alone it is also boring. What I would like is if they are here, but actually let me speak and let me talk about what happens to me all the time. Because I usually cannot, like, you know that feeling when you then drive and you feel like also quite unlucky and you want to talk about it and then you never can, so all this negativity you kinda eat into yourself and you can never talk about it. That's always annoying. Like, I want to talk about. When I'm alone, it's of course easy, I can just do. But problematic is of course when they are here and I can actually not talk. Pretty good warm-up. Oh. I don't know if that's intended like that. That was faster than in my warm-up. Second place. But this is the idea. Like last lap 8th here. Again second. But Yannick is also making very good points. Many people score very bad. It's not enough to get top 10, I think. Yeah, 11th. Because the people in the bottom top 10 actually scored good as well. Not 8th. I thought if I'm 8th again, damn, I messed it up. Ah, 11th. I missed some points now. I could have won this round. The last turn is super strange. The card doesn't really turn. But good map for me. Last round could have been better though. Du doof. Der peinliche Erscheinung, von nichts eine Ahnung, doch zu allem eine Meinung. Betrunken erleben, denn du bist nüchtern ja schon völlig daneben. Aim for the door at the start. Du doof. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, also I don't know if you can really aim for something here or if you just luck. Yeah, of course. And in the very last one, in the very last staircase, and this is the one random thing. The stairs are the one random thing here. Of course, in the very last staircase, my car gets too much of a barrel roll and I lose all my speed. That was like the one part where it was where it had to be fast, the landing. But exactly there it was slow. And I would say you cannot really do something. Can you actually fail that finish? Can you fail that skeleton head there? I will probably still figure out what else can go wrong on this map. Yeah, you can. Of course! 23rd again! It is so stupid! Fuck it! I drive such a good lap and of course the ending doesn't work then. Ach Mensch! It's so stupid. Oh, come on. It was like, this is my typical issue in Bon Cup. I just cannot get the runs into the finish. It's so stupid. But yeah, this is just pure random if you have the right timing there. It's just pure randomness. You can of course jump to the right or left of it, or super brake, but I guess that this is of course a lot slower. Of course I dropped from 3rd or 4th down to this position. The typical 20-ish position. Yeah, now I have such a shit lap again. Aww. There's a finish here. Dude, how many people survived that end? Yeah, and Lars gets second. Of course he gets second. Like, the thing is, on this map, it is so easy to make big points by just, driving good. It would be, like, I think the plastic part, for example, I got that pretty good. And, like, this felt like the most difficult part to get right. And I always hit that pretty well. But it doesn't matter, because if the stairs go wrong, or if the finish doesn't work, like, I will not score good points. And the problem is for me that there is such a big point gap from the top places to something where you have one crash or one respawn and you end up like 20, 30, 40th. There's such a big points difference. So it's just important that you get a run through where you get the big points. And every single run in so many maps, there is always something that puts me behind. In every single round, I can barely score these like first or second or so places points. I can never get them. Because always one of these obstacles has to go wrong. That's so annoying. Okay, let's see what this track is. Okay, this is actually correct. We had to go here. That was not obvious. Yeah, so this is now the typical map where I say there might be people with less fog on their screen. If you have different graphic settings, you might actually see where you go, and then like against those people you have no chance. Because how would I learn this now where I can go here? This is like impossible. If everyone has the same fog, then okay, then it's fine. But I have the feeling that some people will see better through this fog. Yep, this is so stupid. Of course I got so stuck that I have to respawn that. No, not here, not there. Yeah, that was like annoying. 10 points. I cannot react on anything here. I don't like fog maps, like blind maps, when you don't see what's coming up. I don't like that. I always forget about this jump. Not that it matters, but... Ah, 31st. Spam is winning quite some rounds now, but he hasn't been top 10 yet. He is surely close to me, I would think, or overtakes now. Because I saw him too often in good places. Barely anyone scores good here. Only Giuliano and Goljobit. I actually went into the top 10 again. Nine. I don't have reactor. Oh my god. Ah, again 30th. I had a mega ending. The start was just super bad. Lars is not finalist yet, that's helpful. Yannick's also not finalist. I thought I'm clever in this start jump, and I wanted to angle my car a bit to the left already so that I land better. And then my car just jumped super far to the left, and yeah, I went into the trees. Wait, there's a finalist. Ach, I guess I thought that Lars has 100 points less. Drive to Pumpkin on start. Yeah, of course. The point score was already over 3,600 from Lars. And that's 3,655 for finals. Where's the pumpkin? Ah. There's a pumpkin. Where do we go here? Achso, here I see it. Dude, I don't know what's happening. Again, full fog everywhere. I cannot see anything. I cannot check with the recam if what's coming up. Like, I have to go blind again. Like the others as well. But I really need knowledge. Och nö. Are you kidding me? How is that? Yeah, of course. Of course. What is this shit? This was of course a part that was extremely good in my warm-up. So, will Yannex pull the Yannex? This was again such a bad round for me. Like, this is a map where you just score good points with skill, and then what is happening to me though? I got an immediate soup at the pool exit. I couldn't do anything against this. And my first run here was extremely good as well. But I mean, what can I do if this pushes me to the left? And I thought that this wall is connected, but it wasn't, so yeah. Nothing you can do, of course. I am 17th with this. This is crazy. But the others are also making good points. 17th is not that great. Like, if I didn't have this time loss, this respawn at the start, my position would have been quite good on the points as well. I'm a bit surprised though that it was enough for such a position. I was almost losing it again there. I mean, I can forget denying them and winning the round already. Ninth place. So I'm making some points here. But I don't know what happens in the start. That's super strange. Actually, I lost quite a bit to the 10th place, and they are also all scoring. Everyone scores here. Just this one guy doesn't get finalist, which is helpful. But I will not get back into the top 10. Okay, what do we get here? It says plastic. Looks drivable to me. Looks very drivable. Do we... Also between these white poles there is always something. Ah. There are boosters here. This is the last map, I can tell you. This is about finding the correct line. Like, you cannot go through every of these blocks, no? You cannot take all of them. You have to decide which ones you take. Yeah. This is the last map, I tell you beforehand. Topper won the round, but man, I missed so many points. I was in second place in the part that I knew, and then I came to the part that I didn't know, and it went full downhill. Shit, where was this? That doesn't help me now, I couldn't really find much more. But I would say I will drive the same lines again, because the start was decent. Ah, rip. I hate this part. Cannot know how much my car will drive to the side due to the plastic turn there. Actually still 11th. Without my respawn, I would have been 3rd. Yeah, I'm missing the points that I could have had, the more points. But it is okay. The thing is, when you have a bad round, it does not matter too much how bad your round is. It can be like 80th place, it can be 50th place. There is a point difference, but it's not as important as if you get 10th or 3rd. That's like a bigger point gap. Well, let's get a good last turn, last round here. Because I have found good lines through this track. I messed it up. It's not winning. Papa will win. But I'm 6th. Also here more was possible. Tarpo is exactly finalist. On the point. Oh, damn it. Would have been nice to still have him behind to deny. Spammy could win his first Bonk Cup. He never won yet, I believe. Wait, I remember one Bonk Cup where he won a finalist round. No, it was just Scrappy that never won, I guess. Naja, I am also not that far away, you know, but how big is the chance that neither of these 5 finalists is winning a round? That's the problem. How big is the chance that neither of them is winning? Yeah, I remember when Spam won. It was also an unfortunate round for me. I could have avoided that. I have no idea what's happening on this track, to be honest. Will Tarpo win another cup actually? He won a lot lately. I mean, he was clearly behind the others, but now he's there. Ah. So into the left. Is this the finish? Oh my god. This is the finish, guys. Ah, we can actually drive again. This is such a simple map. Yeah, but you have to hit this one. Let's actually go this side. And then straight over. Oh, nein, I got it so bad. Ach Mensch. And Lars wins. In front of Gullion. Like, I wanted to deny them, but like, huh? So I will not go diagonal now. What was this, please? It was so slow. We have here a checkpoint. I was thinking about going over the slide on purpose. And here you can also go around these. Maybe that's a good thing to do, I don't know. Of course the last one slows me down. And Tarpo in front of Yannex. Ah, right before I come into finalist. I mean, this here is a map where I think I can score actually really good, but it all depends on the start. So I have no idea what I can do. I need really good points to reach finalist actually. But this feels so random in the start. In the warm-up I got it twice pretty good, and now 2 live rounds and both times completely in the mud. And the thing is, there is nothing happening on this track. It is so short. Like the start decides it already. It's not enough. Semifying just became finalist. do you want to take these Rams? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm finalist now. I don't know why they are ahead of me. And why I'm not able to air brake in these downhills. Oh yeah, next took it. Also Yannick's time I wouldn't be able to beat. Had a bad boxlight exit. But yeah, hard to say. Especially I wonder what is the reason that I'm 3 tenths behind at the start, because my start felt decent. And? Oh no. Second place. Oh, what a run that was. But what did Giuliano do? Giuliano has won 6/10 in the ending on me. He must have found a better way. I mean, I'm really unsure what the best line is. But I also didn't get sniped by others. Now the thing is, the last checkpoint is here. Maybe he actually perfectly landed in a bug slide or something. Oh, I was really confident that I might overtake, and then I lost 6/10. That was a really good run. Oh god. Mmm. Ah, shit. Huh? What's happening in the ending, guys? I don't know it. So. Ah, this guy won. I lost everything in the very start, the very first wall. I have no idea who that is actually. It's not a bad map for me. Damn it. 4th place. Langemann was also finalist. Actually, we were down to top 16 by now. And there would be more finalists, 2 more coming. You see there are a bunch of finalists in the top places. I had a decent lap, but half a second more, hard to find. My quarter pipe jump at the end could have been a bit slower. I also lost time towards the quarter pipe jump. My position got worse there, which I don't know why, because it felt pretty decent, I would say. Was again one of these Spawn Cups that was a lot possible. It was not far off from getting finalists before there is a winner. It only required 1 or 2 runs from those that went pretty bad, where the top place became a really bad position. Like 1 or 2 rounds of that, where the bad thing doesn't happen and I'm finalist earlier. And then of course, who knows, no? Then you have chances. But the map where they won as finalists, the other players, that one I did not fully understand. I also remember when I say that, there were maps lately that I played where I wanted to say, oh, I would like to see the record. What was this? Monday cannot be the solution, and you will see, I guess. Yes, you will see stuff. Do we remember what map in the ULC I thought would be fun to see what the best line was? It is around these here, I guess. Let's do everything above Kek L. Maybe we find the map that I wanted to check. So this is, here we can just check how outside do you take the first turn. But with this map I can already say this came at the end. So the chance is higher that we have to go to Kek L and the others. So let's go to so this, yeah. Let's start with grass layout. There was a track where I wanted to check the result. What map is this? Ah yeah, this was a map where I didn't have any sound, I remember. The no sound map. Also no sound, I remember. This was where I struggled with the sound. And then we had the RPG map as well at some point. Yeah, this map, exactly, we also played that. Let's do the road trip. This is this mega long track. This is where I solved my issues. Before it's the KEK-L map. That we need to find. I mean, yeah, a bit interesting, but... It drives it pretty standard. I remember the track that I searched. I remember now which how the map looked like. It's a bit unfortunate that I haven't hit it yet, but maybe I... Dos Circulos... Yeah, this Dos Circulos. So, here. This was the map, guys. Do you remember? Did you watch ULC? This was the map where as Firestorm myself were wondering what is the best way. This is the map that I just thought of. I remembered in one of the last cups that I played, and I didn't play so many this week, I remember there was one map that I wanted to rewatch, and it was this one. So I went here, turned around in grass, jumped to the dirt, turned around the dirt, jumped to the ice, turned around in the ice. Now the big question is, if there is actually a better way of doing that. Do you actually want to take one circle? Turning around on the ice was quite annoying. Is this enough of a reason to say you drive the circle? I'm not sure, but I'm really interested to see what the world record is doing. Yeah, actually drives it. Actually drives it. And he does the same. So Yannick is doing something else. Together with Speed Self. Oh yeah, that's a very easy way. Leica was going this way. Yeah, but what you can see is they do this big circle, and there is my PB. And my PB has absolutely no speed, so they are earlier there. They are, and basically both my ideas were then kind of correct. It was actually better to drive a big circle to then have the overspeed and get to the next CP. Yeah. And Yannick does the faster circle compared to the people that go over the ice, but then he has to double respawn here, while they can actually turn around and keep also more speed up the hill. Interesting. Yeah, this is what I wanted to know. By the way, if you watched me playing on Sunday this Cut Cup, I watched the records as well for these tracks. I watched them, and I can tell you, I'm not sure if we can still find them here. I can tell you that on the first two maps I found the correct routes. I did everything correct there. Yeah, it was this one here. Cut Cup, CC Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. So, also, if you watched me there on the first... Scheiße, my pad fell down. On the first map, I did it correct. At the end, I just took very long to figure it out. On the second map, I also drove correct, but also there, I figured it out too late. On the third map, if you are interested, I was not figuring out the fastest line in the time limit. You can see my ghost going here to this checkpoint and up here. Also, because I already drove their line. So yeah, what you saw me doing is either going to this checkpoint and then to this, turn around, go through the bottom here, go up this hill through this checkpoint, then over the bridge to this, down this and finish. And my other idea was to go to this checkpoint, turn around, in this checkpoint, then go over the bridge, go here, stairs downwards, to then turn around in this one, and go back on this and finish here. This was my two ideas. So the problem here is the one thing that I was missing to do on this map. I missed basically one combination, and then it was important. This was actually the problem on every single of these 3 maps. Like, I would have solved them, but always the one important thing that made it super easy to find these ways as well, because like if you have a start into your route, and then the way that you take forces the other parts as well. It forces basically where you have to continue. You only have to figure out what the start is. And on every track I missed a key detail at the start. And if I had seen that, then everything would have been super easy to find. That's why so many people actually found it, because it was pretty easy if you just do the one checkpoint order. But yeah, here the thing was you go through this checkpoint and you actually go also up to this one. And for me the problem was that I didn't find anything good. From this one to this checkpoint, you would need to drop down, lose all your speed, super bad. To get to this checkpoint, you would need to turn around in it and then go over this. But what I missed is that you have actually enough speed to clear this jump. Diagonal to this plastic. So the idea is basically that you go here and then diagonal to this checkpoint. And here you use these ramps up. These ramps are actually not nice. This jump is not nice, but of course if you hunt it a lot you can get it good. But then this is like another way to reach this checkpoint, another good way to reach this checkpoint. Because any way that I found was pretty poor to get here. But this is the good way. And then when you're here, you can perfectly drop into this checkpoint, which makes this checkpoint so much faster, because anything else where I took this checkpoint between this and this one required a huge hairpin. But now you are actually just jumping into it and then just jumping down again. Take these and then you finish from here. Yeah, this is why this is the fastest way. Wanted to show that, of course. I told you guys that I want to show you that. So here it is. So Chalky, how did Kappa and Bonka go? Naja, Kappa, when I dropped into Div 2 barely, and in Div 2 one jump did not work in one round randomly, and I died immediately. Got then 17th, but down went out in the same round. And Boncup was close, quite unlucky again, but in the end one of the many finalists that I still had the chance to become 3rd or 4th when I reached finalists, and first place was also decided just right in front of me. So there was a lot possible, but I got 2nd place as finalist. Maybe even twice. Did I get twice 2nd place or once? Although I was close actually to win, but it didn't work. Okay, this might be is map dependent that I have these legs here. We played until top 7 this time because it was Halloween edition. I'm unsure right now. Like usually, also the thing is my father is not here, but tomorrow I have to work again, so I have to at some point anyway end. Now, yeah, now the thing is following. It would be time for a random map challenge now, but on the same time, I feel so tired. I feel like I would not perform now. So there is of course also the thing, I could of course just rest a bit and sleep early and then maybe actually wake up early if I can. And then make a random map challenge run before I go to work. There's also a cup happening at 4 AM. It is basically the Alamo Cup, but it's called B Cup now. And having to work on a Friday was always the perfect way to play this cup. Like it required me to work on a Friday, so that I'm actually interested, because I have to wake up anyway early on, so I can just stand up 1 hour earlier, I could play that cup. So I'm thinking about that actually. Yeah, it's at 4 AM. So Alamo was always at 4 AM. I believe that the B Cup is also at 4 AM. Naja. My work starts at 6 AM. But I feel like I would not be able to perform now. And I kinda want to relax. Watch a bit jet lag, the season finale. True Fall Tour. Then I have no idea when this cup is actually happening. Let us check. Oh, weekly event happening every Friday at 4 AM CEST. In that case, they actually would need to take CEST time. But I'm not sure if they actually do. I mean, okay. 3 AM CEST. Oh wait, he wrote ST. He wrote summertime. But the thing is, usually they mean after Cup of the Night. Because they know that 3 AM time is always the Cup of the Night and it should start after. And there's always prizes for first and second and one randomly selected player. I have no idea what prizes that are. But guess what? Heath was actually playing that. Obviously Heath was playing that, the first edition. Because there is the word prizes. I can also tell you something else. I realized in events there was a cup I had no idea about. It was the Yana Cup Halloween special. I opened that, yeah, because I saw there were results. And in the results, if you check out the results, you will see 3 players only. At least they only show 3 players. Heath, SoftTD and Brownson. Yeah, 3 players. Guess what? And Heath played it. So what does that mean when Heath plays a cup? Guess what? I opened that, yeah, and I see format, 15 maps, cup mode with 3 rounds per map. There will be 5 winners actually. And then I scroll a bit down. First place, 300 Australian dollars. I think it's Australian AUD. 300. Second place, 100. Third place, 50. Like massive prize money. And I had no idea. And there were only 3 players or what? But the thing is following. It was on Saturday at 6 AM CET and it got announced at Saturday at 3 AM CEST. At both times I was sleeping. It was basically announced, it was 3 hours later, both in the night, and obviously Heath realized it. Heath actually checked it out and was still awake at 6 AM to grab the easiest $300 ever. It's so stupid. Yeah, and then there is also this other cup, guys. I told you there's random map challenge, which ends tomorrow midnight, but there's also something else. And it was this cup here. This cup here. In the Acheptas thing, Lars was doing that, a discovery competition, where he won 50 euros for second place on the map Escalope Generations. And there is a big announcement about how that works, but what I can say, where was it written actually? Or was it? Yeah, what I can say is there's a hunting competition that also ends tomorrow. 300 euro for first, 100 euro for second, 50 euro for third, and 50 euros for every player that is close to the world record, but actually not that close. I think you can be 10 minutes behind and you still would get 50 euros. And like you would need to basically use this formula and then you will figure it out. But it is actually very doable, 50 euros, but it is an RPG map that is over an hour long. And it's not really RPG, it is like a troll map. It has lots of random stuff. So then you have also, you can also play the map or a similar version of the map in Trackmania 2. Also here 300 euros for first, 100 euros for second, 50 for third. And then there are also lucky raffles, where 2 players will get 50 euros each. But for a lucky raffle you would also need to finish this once. And I mean, this is like a full hour and I cannot really do it. I cannot really do it. I wished I had more time to actually go for it. Because if many people, like Lars for example, is fully focusing on RMC, then this here would be the chance, you know. 1,500 euros price pool, like you usually should go for it. But I checked the records. Oh wait, this is the wrong map. I checked the records on Trackmania.io. We don't have a link for it, I think. I checked the records and actually there are of course these typical French players that are hunting this down. They were within 2 seconds in a 58 minutes run. I downloaded a run which is 1 hour and 7 minutes long, which had a few respawns, but they improved it by 9 more minutes, and it looked already rather clean in most of the CPs. It was only Team 2020 though. I don't know how the records are looking in Team 2. No idea. But yeah, it's crazy what kind of a big thing that also is. Like, if you actually started hunting this, you could gain so much money because there aren't that many opponents. So a third place is definitely doable, and within 85% would gain you another 50 euros. 50, that's actually not just a bit, that's quite something. 50 euros you can get here. And then you even have also, if you hunted that far, you even have the chance to get a lucky raffle. And there aren't that many people with lucky raffles. It's only this list. So it's not completely out of the world that you would get it, you know? In theory it would be possible, man. But I have no time. Because I have to work every day. And super annoying, both things end at the same time, kind of at the same time, tomorrow evening. And right after that I have free. Naja, there's another RPG map that has a deadline Sunday. I can go for that maybe. There's also another RPG Cup coming, also on Sunday. So there is there was no still stuff announced that I can do. Maybe Banner's Guide's a scammer, yeah. Nothing loads here. Can I ban? Wait, you did that already? Do you have the rights here for it in this Discord? Or what did you do, Volto? Yeah, this is the wrong Discord. This is the TM Hours Discord. Okay. What is the standing now? Ach. Here. Nothing new. Yeah, but I don't really feel it to do it now when the map challenge. Let's see if I can wake up earlier. Maybe that works. We will see. But I think for now I'm gonna end. Also because this track of the day is so laggy somehow. For whatever reason. Alright, then see ya later. Either if you are actually awake at that time, then before I go to work or after I come from work. And yeah, tomorrow I will definitely play until midnight. Yeah, so tomorrow I will definitely drive until midnight. I only have to check Yannex. Does he do a Sportix Cup which intervenes? Does he plan that, and is there prize money in the Sportix Cup? Vendredi pas de stream. So that means he's not hosting a Sportix Cup actually this month. Because Yannex Yannick is planning, I heard he's planning to do a subathon. Is also standing here. He's starting a subathon with Kaki. Yeah, and this is why he doesn't stream on Friday. So we have time until midnight tomorrow. Alright, then see ya. Bye bye, bye bye.